BeCozi.net is here. BeCozi.net and BeCozi.com is an American website with the biggest collection of chunky yarns for hand knitting. Today I will actually be showing you how to fix one of the most common mistakes for all hand knitters and especially for the new hand knitters, those who are just starting. So first of all, let me introduce you to our new color of our super chunky vegan yarn. This is a beautiful unicorn dream. We have very popular confetti color, and this is our second very bright and very popular color, unicorn dream. So if you see, this blanket has a stitch that was missed. Here it is. So sometimes it happens in the middle of the blanket. Most likely it will happen to you at the beginning of the blanket. It happened to me many times before. So I will show you how to fix it from both sides. So if this stitch is closer to the bottom, I will show you how to fix that, or if the missed stitch closer to the top. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this beautiful blanket, as I said, was made with our new color, Unicorn Dream. This is simple knitting stitch, and this is the back of it, so it looks beautiful too. So this is the top of the blanket over here, and the missed stitch is kind of in the middle, even a little bit closer to the bottom. So I will show you how to fix the stitch if it's closer to the top, that you wouldn't unravel the whole blanket. And then I will show you the same, only if stitch is closer to the bottom. So first what we will do, we will find the top where we finished the blanket. So here we are. I'm finding the end. Here's the end. So, and then when you found the end where you cast off, you will need to unravel the cast off chain. When you're doing it on the top, it's quite easy. You just need to find the end and then to unravel the first stitch, and then you're simply pulling the yarn and yarn is unraveling. See, it's very easy when you do it from the top. So we will unravel only a few stitches because we don't need to unravel all the way to the end because our stitch is closer to the edge. So now we will move to the stitch itself. And this is not the ideal resolution. Of course, it's easier to unravel the whole blanket and then to redo it. But if you don't want to do it, you can try this way. So here's our missed stitch. So you see this part of the stitches in the middle. What we will do, we will kind of try to spread the yarn and let these stitches be a little bit smaller, and then we will use this middle part of those stitches for creating the chain, because that's what the stitches are. See what we did? We created this line for the stitch to go up. So what are we doing now? We're inserting our hand inside, and then we're going stitch by stitch. Pull the stitch through, then insert your hand, find the next piece of yarn and pull it through the stitch. These stitches will be much smaller than the rest of the stitches here, and then when you are done pulling up this missed stitch, then you can actually spread the other stitches around. So see, it's kind of jammed here a little bit. So what you can do, you can just move the stitches a little bit to the right, one by one, on this side and then on this side, okay? And then you keep doing it, and you keep bringing up this lost stitch using every piece of yarn you have in the middle. Again, you will see that it will be very jammed, and then that's what you will need to do to spread the yarn around to kind of move this jammed area to the right and then to the left. So that's kind of extra work, but it's still easier than to unravel the whole blanket, especially if it's a big blanket and you don't want to spend much time to unraveling it. So here we are. I will not be showing you how to spread the yarn. I showed it already. I will just show you that you're going all the way up using every stitch. Here we are. And then what you will do, you will simply cast off that part of the cast off top that was unraveled for this purpose. So here we are. So here is our cast off, and we will just simply finish our cast off like we did when we were making the blanket. So just knit 2 stitches at a time, and then when you are done with the last stitch, you are simply here, last stitch, tail goes inside, pull, and the blanket is done. So here we are, we just fixed it, and then you're just spreading the yarn like I told you, and making it more loose and looking like all the other stitches. That's that's the first way to do it. So when I'm back, I will show you the second way. Okay guys, so here is our stitch. It's still here, and now I will show you how to fix it from the bottom of the blanket. This is only if your stitch is very close to the bottom and you don't want it to unravel the whole blanket, because this is not the easiest way, but it's a really good way to fix it if you want to do it. So you will need to unravel the cast on chain, and cast on chain is much harder to unravel than the cast off, but it's possible. It just takes longer time and more efforts. So again, you're finding the tail, you're finding the knot, you are unraveling the knot, and then you unravel in the yarn one by one, and you are pulling it out of the stitches and then out of next stitches. And as I said, it's not an easy job, but this is the only way to fix the lost stitch if it's closer to the bottom. When I was at the beginning of my hand knitting journey, when I created hand knitting style back in 2015 and beginning of 2016, I was making all blankets by myself. Now I have the whole team helping me, but I was missing the first stitch a lot. And then every time I was hiring a new girl to be my knitting assistant, usually for the busiest time, like before Christmas, that's the most mistake they were making. They were always skipping the first, the stitch somewhere in the first or second row. And then in order not to unravel the whole blanket, I learned how to do it. So here we are. See, we just unraveled 4 stitches, guys. It's very hard. So I will keep unraveling. It's like I'm half done. When I'm done, I will come back and I will show you what to do next. So guys, as I said, we will now, we will unravel back and forth to the stitch that was missed, and then we will simply turn our blanket like we are knitting it, and then we will simply knit as many rows as you unravel, okay? So here it is. As I said, you just have a very top of your blanket, like you just knitted it, and it looks like a top. So as you know, I am skipping first stitch, and then I'm going to the next stitch. I am knitting. So I unraveled a few rows to reach that stitch that was lost, and now we will simply knit this extra row. Here we are. So guys, this is the stitch over here. That was the lost stitch. So now when I unraveled and we reached the stitch that was sitting like that, now we can simply knit it, and then we can knit one more row. Here we are. And now we can cast off. Okay, guys, so when we knitted a few rows, those that we unraveled, we will still need to have 3 widths at least of the blanket to have enough for casting off. So I actually have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be enough. And now we will be simply casting off like we did before on the other bottom. On the bottom now it was top, now it's the bottom. So you're taking 2 stitches and knitting them together, and then you have 1 stitch, add another and knit them together, and then keep casting off, and this way you will create that beautiful chain on the bottom. Now that was the bottom, so this is the bottom of the blanket, and you're creating this beautiful chain. You fixed your blanket, you fixed that lost stitch. Again, you will need to unravel the cast off, and then keep unraveling the rows, as many rows as you need to reach that missed stitch. And then when you reach it, you are knitting those extra rows that you unraveled, and then you're casting off like you would do on the top. So here we are, we cast off, and now we have 1 stitch. We're inserting this tail inside this 1 stitch, pull, and your blanket is done. And it's fixed now, it looks nice and beautiful, and this tail goes underneath the chain, and you're simply hiding it under the chain. And then on the back, here we are. So our beautiful blanket is done, no missed stitches, and this beautiful yarn is called Unicorn Dream. Go to BeCozi.net, get some of this yarn or any other, and stay warm and be cozy. Hey guys, Larissa with BeCozi.net is here. I would like to introduce my hand knitting book. The book was published in September 21, and recently it was also published with the Christian Publishing Agency. It's available on our website and also available on Amazon. This is the only book on hand knitting on the craft market. It's extremely unique and very beautiful book explaining hand knitting, giving you a history of our company, how hand knitting was born, and then it also gives you a few patterns, simple patterns with a very detailed pictures how to make every single step on the way. Go to the link underneath this video and purchase this book, and let's hand knit.